A Perth father was found lying in a pool of blood at a Bali cafe after a drunken argument ended with him being smashed over the head with a chair. Troy Scott Johnston, 40 years of age, was found by his wife at the Uncle Ben's Cafe in South Kuta, Indonesia at around 4 a.m. Thursday morning. He was rushed to hospital but tragically pronounced dead on arrival. The owner of the cafe, Gede Wijaya, 20 years of age, was charged with murder by Indonesian police. He has insisted he had no intention of killing Mr. Johnston. He claimed that Mr. Johnston was drunk and lost control. He tried to calm him down, but it didn't work. Wijaya said, "I am very sorry, I didn't have any intention to hurt him." However, police alleged that Wijaya was also drinking before a fight broke out. Mr. Johnston was on holiday with his wife and their young son. She told police that her husband went out for a night of drinking at around 7:30 p.m. She took her brother to look for her husband when he wasn't home by 3:45 a.m. They were shocked after they found Johnston was lying in a pool of blood on the terrace of Uncle Ben's Cafe. Wijaya was arrested and told police Mr. Johnston was drunk and had been throwing bottles on the street. Wijaya was attacked and slammed. They both wrestled on the floor. Scott quickly got up and grabbed a chair and threw it at the cafe owner. The cafe owner allegedly grabbed the chair from Johnston's hand and hit his head, causing him to fall down with severe head injuries. Wijaya is facing 15 years in jail in Indonesia if found guilty of murder. So I'm just going to provide a short commentary, I guess. We don't know the full details. I've read through one article. The police are involved, the Indonesian police. I don't know if the Indonesian police are any good or not. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I've got no idea. My read on the situation, from an ignorant point of view, because I don't know all the facts, but my read is this guy, the victim who tragically lost his life, I don't wish to victim blame overly, but he was drunk. He had been drinking all night, seemingly. He wasn't home. We don't know when he stopped drinking, but seemingly he was drinking for several hours. Don't get me wrong, I drink for several hours. A lot of us do, and we can become a little bit rambunctious, and we can sometimes do things that we really ought not do. Apparently, this guy was causing a bit of a ruckus. He was smashing bottles in the street. The cafe owner approached him. That seems kind of fair enough to me. Now, perhaps the police are right. Perhaps the cafe owner was drunk himself and was violent himself. We don't know. But, hopefully there is CCTV footage of this incident. I would hate to see the cafe owner being jailed for any length of time, let alone 15 years, if he's innocent. And my read on the situation is he could be innocent. But I'm also going to say, look, fights. I like fights. So I've been in a few fights. They're kind of enjoyable to an extent, yeah. But you have a fight anywhere where there's concrete, where there's hard surfaces, and this is something that can happen. People can be knocked over, they can fall, they can hit their head on a hard surface, and it's done. It's done. They can die, or they can be severely injured. I've made another video yesterday of a gentleman who lost half of his skull after being attacked, an unprovoked fight. So don't have these fights. Just avoid these fights. And if that means avoid getting drunk, getting rambunctiously drunk, then maybe that's something to consider. That's my commentary. Maybe you don't appreciate it, but it is what it is. I'm going to say full condolences to the family and friends of Troy Scott Johnston. It is quite possible that he was an innocent party, but I'm just stating that on the basis of this one article that I've read through, I feel that there is the chance that he was being provocative and that the cafe owner isn't quite guilty of murder. That's just a consideration from my point of view.